All right. Oh, 1 second. I always look up and realize that I'm reaching for my mic and it shouldn't be. Well, welcome back to another stream. Today we're taking a look at Storage Hunter Simulator. This game's gotten a lot of publicity, comparing it to Storage Wars and other things. I have to say, of this genre, it's probably... Sorry about that. Of this genre, it's probably one of the best made simulator storage auction type games. I've gone through a few of them. I even reviewed Storage Dealer Simulator, which was, oh my God, just great concept, but just clunky as hell. So for the record, I was invited to the beta of this game. I played the beta, and we are not streaming the beta. I have rolled it back so that this is the normal version of the game. The beta includes a lot of multiplayer and a lot of extra stuff, more territory. However, there's still a lot of bugs. And even if it was available to stream, I wouldn't show it to you. It's not ready. It has a lot of work to go. Being part of that team, they instead of just posting to them actually doing the work of figuring out what's wrong with the game, they want everybody put in tickets and they want to go through this process. And it's like, look, I'll play the game, I'll buy the game, but I'm not doing the work for you. So it's up to you. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to fix it, fine. Right now, what I'm looking at is a $25 game on Steam. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, I rave and rant about expensive games, and I'm just not doing that anymore. This game I happened to get, in full disclosure, I picked it up when it was $14.99, and if it goes again on sale, you could probably pick it up again for half price, depending. You got Thanksgiving coming up, so of course you're gonna have Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I'm sure Steam will do something else, but I wanted to give you a good look under the hood because this is a fantastic game. I might even pay the $25 for it, knowing that the beta, that they have the multiplayer with the expanded areas in beta, and knowing how good it is. So there's two ways you can play this game. Well, I don't know, at least two, but the strategy on this game, and we'll kind of cover both of them in a minute. Uh-oh, what did we do? Nope, we didn't. Exit. Yes, sorry. I meant to create a new character. My mistake. We will repair that issue and apologize. I don't know what happened there. It's crazy. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a couple different ways to play this game. One of them is to go after it full force, try to make as much money as you can, open everything that you can, and actually open a new one. We're going to play easy mode just because I want to show you the most that I can today. If I play it in a harder mode, I'm not going to be able to show you. Let's see. Yeah, it's good enough. Skin tone, I'm a little bit darker than that. I got blue eyes. What's the, let's see. First of all, my hair is absolutely white. And let's see the hairstyle. What's this? Yeah, it's probably close. Facial hair is definitely white, and style is, I think that's it. I don't know. Oh, trying to find the one that there we go. There you go. That's it. All right. I think we're good. We're created and we're ready to start making our fortune as a storage hunter auction type person. It'll be fun. You'll see. Welcome, hunters. Welcome to the Storage Hunter Simulator Early Access. We are thrilled to have you join on us in this exciting venture. With your support and feedback, we'll be able to develop the game further, add new features, improvements, optimizing gameplay to make it as engaging and satisfying as possible. We are already working on future patches that will bring in new features, bug fixes, additional content to make the game even more exciting. Our goal is for each update to introduce something new and enhance overall gameplay experience. Stay tuned for our updates to keep up with upcoming changes and new additions. If you want to share your feelings about the game or encounter technical problems, please visit us via Discord. Your feedback is important to us. Ready? Press the start button to dive into Storage Hunter Simulator, which is why we're here. Excuse me. I had a little refreshment. Sorry about that. Much more better. All right, summer event. So as you can see, this game has come out. There's quite a bit of content that's already been added to it. The summer event, they added Halloween stuff. They added additional items that you could find, rarities. There's a whole line of Christmas stuff. So, and on top of that, they have this pink flamingo and the summer event, and so that's what this is all about. Summer event has appeared in Storage Hunter Simulator. Take part in the fun on the Western Beach in Black Elk for participating in a mini game of shooting items at inflatable flamingos. You'll receive tickets that you can exchange for unique summer outfits. In addition, you can now find parts for 2 unique sports cars in storages. Bring them to new collectors and they will help you assemble them into functional vehicles. And that's the part of this that I want to get to. So let's pause it a second here. So when we're playing this game, the initial idea would be to go ahead and go like hell, build up your empire, bring it up as fast as you can, and make as much money as you can, right? But if you do that, you're going to miss on the other aspect of this game. So there's several collectors in this game. And these collectors, they give you nothing for the items that you find. However, when you find, I don't remember whatever the total is, 5 or 6 of a particular type for a certain collector, then they give you an item, and that one item may be worth, I've had some items that are worth $2,000 when I took it to the pawn shop. So there's a value to it. If you are focused on just making money and doing auctions and not focused on finding the collectibles, then you're going to miss them. So I think in this demo, and I intend to have this over several days. I mean, this game is so expansive. I really want to get to the point where you can see everything, and then maybe by the end of that, the additional content will be released, and that would be really neat. So, but for now, I think I'll keep this as an ongoing thing. I'll still do other content. I'll still demo other games, but I think I'm going to try to make time for this one because this is one of my favorites. Of course, Schedule 1, you see, I've always got the background because, what Tyler did with Schedule 1 and breaking through and making a real game that everybody can enjoy versus paying EA or somebody the ungodly amounts of money you did. I think is remarkable. So, that's why I keep the Schedule 1 banner up. The game, it's changing, whatever. It doesn't matter. It will always be one of my favorites. But this one here, Storage Hunter, absolutely love this game. Love the idea of being able to be a storage hunter, being able to go into a game and actually get that feeling. And that's what we're really looking for, right? In these games, what we're really looking for, and the reason why I play simulators, the reason why I play so many Battlefield games, was to feel like I'm actually there, like I'm actually engaged, involved, and immersion. That's the word I'm looking for. Excuse me, immersion. I'm looking for the immersion. So that being said, let's go on. So we're going to start here. This is our humble little trailer. We start here. This is our home. These things here that are in here, you can't do anything with the bed, and the dresser here is for you to change. If you look on the right side here, you have your just things that you can wear, and you can purchase them. They're actually quite pricey, so we'll get to that later. But you have a bed, and this is where you come every night. Everything else in here, you can sell it. So that's what we're going to do in this one. We're going to sell everything in our house, and there's a reason for this because later on, if you don't have your stuff in the pot, we don't need any of this, okay? None of this is needed. None of this. This is all just, we come home long enough to go to the bed and save, and then we leave right back out again. So there's really no reason to keep any of this. So we're going to take all of this stuff and we're going to put it out here that comes in our house. This gives us a boost in money to begin with, right? We only have $750. Sorry, top left, $750. We have $750. That's how much money we have. Okay. So that being said, oh, by the way, in the top right, you will see a clock. That is what time it is game time. That matters. All of the pawn shops close. Yeah, okay. All of the pawn shops close at 9 o'clock at night. Everything shuts up at 9 o'clock at night. So if you have a truck full of stuff, you have in here, I have 18 of 10 items. Apparently that's broken. You're only supposed to be able to put 10. But this little shed right here, if you look up here, will hold 10 items. I'm not sure how we got 18. It's deceiving shed. It must have magical powers. Whatever. But anyway, so whatever you have from your auction, if you happen to be coming back from a late auction, you don't get to the pawn shop and you don't own a pawn shop and you're coming back at 10 o'clock at night, you're SOL, buddy. That stuff, if it sits out all overnight, it will disappear off your truck. Everything that you leave outside will disappear. So what you can do, and this is a little hack, you can put the stuff in here off of your truck. If you put your truck on here, you come up to the shed and you hit use. Let me get everything out of here. This all makes sense later. All my stuff is now on the ground. We need to scan it so we can see what it's worth. We right click and it brings up a scanner tool. If we right click, it also is a repair tool, but we don't have a repair tool yet, so it's just a scanner tool. But this will give us the value of what things are worth. That's how we know when we go to storage auction how much we have to spend, how much things are worth. And that's when a specialist comes in, because if you're incapable of scanning it and getting the value, if it comes up after you scan it, says he can't figure it out, you got to take it to a specialist, and you got to pay a specialist to figure it out for you. So I assume that's very similar to the storage auction hunters that we see on TV. I'm sure behind the scenes, they're paying those experts. So here's what you can do. So let's say, let me get our truck. So first of all, you come over to here and we're going to get our truck. Wherever the hell our truck is. Where's our truck? All right. Why do we not have a truck? I think something's wrong here. I think we glitched it somehow. You're supposed to go over and get a truck. All right. So we're going to say no. We're not going to do that. All right. So we're going to come out here. See, it should not say... All right. Here's the use that. All right. We don't need that. But we need a pick 'em up truck. And I'm not sure. Where's our truck? We don't have a truck? Okay, this game is broken right now. We're going to have to restart. Oh, wait. Here's what we'll do. Save game, return to the desktop. Maybe we can do that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right, hold on just a second. Let's restart the game. I don't know what's going on. I think I broke it because it's supposed to have a truck there. I think it has something to do with me having 18 items in the storage unit. But maybe when we come back in, those won't be in the storage unit. It'll let me have my truck back. Softwares. So difficult. All right, let's see where it puts us at. Hopefully it starts us on the save. Yes, it does. Okay. Houston, we have a problem. We don't have a truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to the main menu. New game. Yep, we're going to do a new game. We're going to do a new game real quick like. We're going to... What's our hairstyle? I can't have it too weird. There we go. That's good enough. I have that hairstyle as well. Great. Let's try this again. First of all, let's get our truck and then we'll screw around with getting the stuff out of the house. That was a hack. Yes. Okay. So we're going to come out here. It's our first day. There, it tells us to open this. There's our auctions. We have all of 3. We're going to sign up for this one because it's the only one we can. Now look. Oh, look. It lets us use it. That was not there the last time. Okay. Whew. We broke the game, but it's okay. That happens to me so much because I like to explore. I like to do things that maybe, just see if you can do it. Sometimes it breaks it, but it's okay. I'm good with it. All right. So we're going to do this again. We're going to move all this stuff out there because this is going to give us our stake money. This is going to give us our money to start bidding on the auctions and have enough money so we don't need a toilet. Trust me, we never use the bathroom. It's okay. It's okay. It's just fine. All right, let's not break the game. Let's get the stuff out of here before it breaks. 12 of 10, and we've already broken it. Dadgummit. All right, let's put this stuff on the truck. So we're going to scan it, and we're going to take it over here, and we're going to put it on the truck. Actually, I'm going to flip it over. Whoops. Oh, yeah, you can throw it. All right, I guess I should demonstrate that. So to move the vehicle, use WASD keys. Spacebar is responsible for the handbrake. By the way, the handbrake in this stupid little truck is important because it rolls away from you. It's a stick shift. So if you don't set that handbrake, it will definitely roll away from you. And I've had it where I've gone to an auction, turned around to get my truck, and it wasn't there. It was down the road. It just decided to leave. All right, so we're going to pick this up, and then we're going to manipulate this. If you hit E, it spins it that way. If you hit Q, it spins it this way. So between the two of them, we'll get it like this, and then we'll scan this, and then maybe put this inside of it, right? Oh, I guess it doesn't have an inside. You'd think a hood would have an inside since it's hollow, but I guess not in this game. All right, there's a toilet. I'm sorry about that. I'm very frustrated right now because that is just, that really irritated me that this game broke that easy. This is why I stopped playing multiplayer. Honestly, in the multiplayer, you buy, I had some higher levels, so I played in the multiplayer with my higher levels, and it seemed like there was some issues. So then I tried making a new character, and I finally got the money enough for my first pawn shop. I bought it. It said I bought it, and then it didn't give it to me. And when I tried to tell the devs about it, they said, oh, well, just submit a ticket. I'm like, I'm telling you right now what happened. Yeah, whatever. So, I posted in there and I told them what happened, but they, they're not interested unless you do it the way that they want it to do it, the special format they want. So that's fine. But here's the thing. Market always adjusts. Remember that. As a consumer, the market always adjusts. So if people are unhappy with the service, people are unhappy with the product, people are unhappy with whatever, I think this generation calls it canceling. But what we always said was, listen, if you don't like the way the company's treating you, don't spend your money there. Okay? That's adjusting. That's how the market adjusts. If you don't like it, you don't have to spend your money there. And then they'll go, oh no, people aren't spending money here. And then they'll leave. Then they'll adjust it. Or they won't. I mean, it's up to you. It depends. Some of these shop owners, they have so much ego that they can't even fathom that their ideas aren't the best ideas. And it's always the consumer that's right. I think that's why Schedule 1 did so well, because that's the same thing the game company said. The consumers, we kept saying, hey, you're making crap and you're making us pay a lot of money. And they said, no, you like it. We're like, no, really, it's crap and we don't like it. Could you make it better? And they said, no, it's fine. It's just fine. And then this dude comes along and releases a game that's under $20 and it sold like hotcakes. And they're like, well, I don't understand how that happened. No, I have a clue. You didn't listen to the people that were buying your products and you said it wasn't important what their opinion was. And now you're suffering the consequences. That's exactly what happened. Hopefully that'll continue to happen, because I love to see where the consumer voice is not taken for granted, and it makes a difference. All right, so you can see we have $1,000 now, and then on top of that, take a loan out, $2,000, 20 payments. You're going to be paying almost nothing on that loan. 1 second. Oh, yeah, great. So then you have that, and then you can't tools yet. Okay, so we can't unlock the tools yet. But that was the pawn shop. It's down the street from our home. You talk to the guy there, sell the items. The only way you can sell them is if they're identified and they have a value. If they have a question mark, you cannot sell them to them. And I'll demonstrate that more. So what we're going to be doing today is not looking just to make money, but any item that is collectible, we're going to get it to the collector. Okay. We're going to lose a little money, but I think we're going to do really well in the long run. So we'll see how that goes. It's just a different approach I haven't taken, but I played this game so many different ways. I figure it's approach we'll take today. And I think you'll gain something from it in the long run. Sorry if that background noise is a little loud. I didn't realize it was so loud. That should be better now. All right. Oh, yeah. So that's the other thing I do. So your initial bid is just a single coin. I usually bump it up to 2 and I stay there. And I do really well on the auctions. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's just a thing, but it seems to work. All right. So let's see what we have. These things here you can see are instant. They don't bring much. So I'm at $29.35. I got $5 for that box. Okay. The instant sale things, they help, but not much. So this one's, we're at $29.40. So we got 3 for that. We got 1 for that. Oh, we got 4 for that. So I guess the trash varies, but you're only getting a couple dollars. You're not getting rich off of it. Scan that. We can't open that. So anything with the lock, we're going to have to take to a locksmith until we level up enough where we can. Eventually you will. Even the stuff that we have to take to specialists to check, eventually we'll have a tool that's good enough. We won't even have to take anything except for the really exclusive things to a specialist. All right. And that. All right. So, all right. So now let's look. So is this collectible? No. And the way you'll know is on the bottom right, it'll have a little symbol if it's collectible, but none of these do. So none of these are collectible. There might be something in the trunk, but we won't know until we get it unlocked. So we're just going to put our stuff on the truck and we're going to do our next auction. Now, if we look here, we hit, excuse me, my throat today, last 2 days. So if we hit tab and we go to auctions, you see here we have village people. We have one ending at 6. It's from 12 to 6, 8 to 4. That's the one I just did because it ended up 4. I wanted to get it first. I think the next one we'll do is it's only open from 3 to 5. So we're going to wait till 3 to catch that one, but we can catch this one. It's 1 o'clock. So we have until 3 o'clock. We have 2 hours. So we can easily catch that auction and still be here for the last auction. Hopefully get all this stuff in the truck that we can sell and get over to the pawn shop there and get it all sold and then go to bed for the evening. So this is going to be our plan for the first day. Do as much as we can. There's nothing collectible yet. Definitely the collectible stuff we would set aside, maybe even take home and put in the storage unit and then do a collectible run all in one day or however you want to do that. But you could do it at the end of the day. You know, like if you've got everything sold that you can sell and you got extra time, you could always do a collector's run. All right, so let's see. Where's the next one at? 3 to 5, 12 to 6. It's 12:25, so we're good. So we're going to go to this one. So it's right over here. And we've already cleaned that storage unit out. By the way, if you ever want to know if you got everything out, just hit the tab key and it'll highlight anything in there. So if you happen to leave some stuff on the floor, kind of blend it in, you're not sure, hit tab, it'll tell you. All right, so he lifts it, he hits space. I want to get the first bid out. Bam, I got it. There it is. All right, so I'm going to bump this up 1 coin and I'm going to stay there the whole time. So anytime it comes up, I'm just going to hit my E button and just bid the same thing. And I seem to be getting the auctions at a pretty good price. I haven't overpaid for an auction since I started that strategy. Look at there, 176. That's pretty good. I didn't have to bid that much. Hopefully that helps that throat thing. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got this, what is this? Commercial grill at $91. That's pretty good. We got $3. What the fuck? That's not even worth scanning. I mean, seriously? Smash pumpkin. Awesome. Smashing pumpkins. That's pretty cool. Smashing pumpkins. All right, what do we got? A baton for $17. That's a little spending money. Valentine chocolate box, $11. Yeah, that's all right. All right, what's this bed worth? It's $49, but I gotta lug this big stupid bed over there. Nice thing about this game, though, you can just set it right on there. Well, let's see if I can get it balanced on there just right. Ha! There we go. Oh, and this grill. Let's see if we can set that right on top of there, like so. Yeah, we can do that. There's no way we're getting everything on there, but all right. Toy train, $40. Sell that. Hell yeah. I'm doing good. Come on, sell the thing. Rocking chair, $11. Oh, that's nasty too. I gotta upgrade my tool. I don't know what level it lets me upgrade, but we'll find out. Saw, $17. Magazine, let's sell those. And that's gonna about do it. Let's see what else we can just kind of stuff on here without disturbing that, because I don't really want to make that all fall over. Did we scan this? No, that's worth 10. All right, that's good. Oh no. Yep, see, that's and that's the thing. All right, so right now I'm not really worried about the time because I'm watching the time. I still got another hour before that other auction starts. But here's the thing: if you spend too much time screwing with your stuff, putting it on your truck, you're gonna miss a lot of stuff. So it's kind of one of my strategies has been get your big stuff on there first. Get it on there, run it over to the pawn shop because that's the stuff that gives you the most trouble. The little stuff you can just throw that shit on your truck. It doesn't matter, right? That little stuff will sit right on your truck. It'll just drop in the bed. You don't even care. Forget about it. There we go. Okay. And let's see. We get this thing. I think that's about it. I'm not screwing with it. I want to get this stuff over there and get it sold real quick and get back. I got an hour, not even 45, 43, 40 minutes to get back. So we're going to run over here around the corner. You know, quick left, go around the corner. That station wagon, whatever, is going to get in the way. And we're going to run in here. I think I'm close enough. You just have to be in the parking lot. He'll pick it up normally. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to sell everything that we can sell. There's some things we can't. And that's okay. Because I'm just trying to make enough money to bid on auction. I sold the locked box. Because in the beginning, it's not worth it. Excuse me. The locked boxes in the beginning, then the first 10 levels, even 20 levels, they're not worth taking to get them unlocked. Because I'm telling you, you spend more unlocking them than what's in them most of the time. Or you'll the time that you spend taking it over there to get somebody to get them to look at it and run it back and forth. Okay, so that one comes up at 3. It comes up in a few minutes. So you see, it's not available right now. Watch this. We'll be able to watch it come available. By the way, minutes are seconds in this game. So we'll be able to see 7. The reason we're not going to what's in the box is because it's way across town. Once we go across town, we're staying across town. Because it takes 30 minutes by game time. 20 minutes, whatever. And it's just, what I tend to do is do what I'm here and go over there. Sometimes I'll come back, but sometimes I won't. All right, so we're going to go to 20, and we're going to stay there and just bid. As soon as they bid, as soon as it becomes yellow, bid it again. Just stay on top of it. Look at there, 2 bids. I picked it up for a song. I picked that up for $178. I picked that up for a song. I stole that unit. That's awesome. All right, let's put the crutches in there. So this thing here, these Fashion and Beauty. Oh, I can sell that. The other things, though, this painting, it's art and culture, and this is art and culture. I have to take and get those appraised, and I'll do that after this unit. This is the last unit here. I'll take and get those appraised, and we may even buy a storage unit over there in the other town in Black Elk. We're in Blueberry right now. This town is called Blueberry Village. If you look up there in the top left, you can see the name of it. That's where we're at, and we're all the way up to 6 experience and working our way up. We're doing it. All righty. There we go. Trying to do 1 day in here, but I don't know we're going to make it. All right. Doing it. Doing it. So these, it's not changing it, right? But it's already open. There's no lock. See, there's no white symbol. So just hit E and open it. And let's see what's inside. We got a screwdriver for $3. Oh, something else there. A pencil sharpener for $12. That's good. So we've got $15 worth of stuff. It would have cost us $80 or $30 to open that up. So you can see what I'm saying. It's most of the time in the beginning of the game, it's not worth it to open it. Now, later in the game, when you get higher level lockers that are, level 3, 4, 5, some of those you'll find blue or purple or pink and gold items in them, rare and extremely perfect items. And those items you want to sell, right? So it's worth it. If there's, $150 or $300 item inside, sure, it's worth $30. But in the beginning, meh. I've tried. I did it for you so you don't have to waste your time. So we're selling everything. We sold the screwdriver right out of the box. You see that? I got something in there that didn't. I thought I already did that. There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm glad we did that too. That's $83. Whew, glad we didn't miss that. All right. So that's it. I mean, that's it as far as auctions here. It's 4:41. They close at 9. So we're going to go over to Black Elk. And there's Black Elk East and West Black Elk. So we're going to Black Elk and consult with the specialist there that can tell us what our items are worth. Just a real country type of sound to this game. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, it's beautiful. I mean, if you look, the scenery here is absolutely gorgeous. They've really done, and the texture of the roads, in this truck it's a neat little truck. It's just a little, we call a little Chinese truck or whatever. It's nothing special, but man. All right, we're in Black Elk. So let me pull up the map real quick so you can see. So we were over here in Blueberry. That's where we live. Our trailer is this unit right here. That's our trailer. This is the auction place where we were. That's the pawn shop. And we left. We went across, and we're right here at the gas station. So while I'm here at the gas station, we're going to stop and get some gas because there's not very much gas stations in this area. There's like 2, I think, here and 1 in Blueberry. There we go. And off we go. And I just happen to know where it is, so we're going to head over there. Yes, I have enough hours in this game where I've actually memorized where a lot of this nonsense is. That is way too many hours. But we're going over, and we're going to see the lady that can appraise the things in my truck so we can get paid for them, because we can't get paid until they're appraised. That's the name of the game. The pawn shops won't take it until they're appraised. So that's going to cost me $30. And that's going to cost me $80. That better be worth some money. And you can see here, it's 6 hours to verify game time. That's 3 hours there. It's 6 o'clock. So if I'm here right at 9, I'll be able to get one piece, but the other piece won't be ready till tomorrow. All right. So then if I turn around, I can go, wait a minute, which way is it? It's this way. All right, so now we're going to go to this auction. This is what's in the box. And this is a set of storage units over here in Black Elk. There's, So we'll hit our tab button and go to our auctions. And if we looked, we have a what's in the box left. There's only one left, and we got it. All right, and it's almost 8 o'clock. So that's cool. We can win the auction, maybe load it up, get paid before 9 o'clock. It's going to be pushing it because, like I said, that's seconds and minutes there. We're talking about we have less than 3 minutes to get this done. Everything. All right, we're going to bid. $110. I'll take it for $110. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, we did it. What did we pick it up for? We picked it up for 150. All right, so if you look in the top left, and that's something I should have mentioned earlier, look in the top left, it tells you what the value is versus what you paid. So it costs 150 right now from just without scanning everything. It's worth 91. So we'll sell this, and you see as we scan it, that price is that value is going to go up, which is what we want. I mean, the idea is we buy it for cheaper than we sell it. So hopefully, you know, we make enough on this thing to make it worthwhile. Whoops, there we go. Sometimes the skinnier things are hard to get in the little circle to scan. All right, that is a prime example. That right there, do you see that little bowl down there in the bottom right? It says collector. That is a collectible item. We're going to remember that item, hopefully. The pawn shop will let you sell it to them, but you got to be careful when you're selling. I don't like the way they do that. Let's open this up and see what's in there. There's a pair of handcuffs. Yeah, $39 for set handcuffs. Hopefully they have the keys. I'd hate to sell them without the keys, huh? That'd be no fun at all. Honey, I can't find the keys again. Yeah, just pawn it. My question is, in this game, some of the premises of this game is that you're putting a lot of stuff in the storage unit that is valuable. And I'm going to tell you, there's not a chance in hell that I would put my valuable items in the storage unit. They would stay at home close to me, most likely. I mean, I have to say, if I had a gold brick, would you be comfortable putting a gold brick in a storage unit across town, or keeping that son of a bitch in the floorboards or in the wall or something? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense that in Storage Wars and in this game, that the same premise is there, that you can find something very valuable in storage. I'm sure you can, but I can't imagine somebody storing bricks unless they're trying to hide it from, you know, the popo or something. I guess that's possible. And in that case, sure, it'd be fun to be finding some of those because they were made illegally. Nobody knows about them anyway, and you could probably make good profit on them. Okay. You know, old boy gets locked in jail, doesn't pay for a storage unit, and you happen to be picking it up at the same time. Hell yeah. All right. So the nice thing about this, you saw I was trying to roll off. As soon as I got in the car, it stuck it, boy. Yes, sir. Stuck it. We are trying to make it as 7:44. We're trying to get everything over to the pawn shop and get the stuff sold before they close. So I'm going like hell right now. And then if I'm real lucky, it's 7:50. I can make it over and pick up my items from that other lady before they close. What did I miss? The pawn shop right there. It's on the other side of the building. Right here. And look, here's one of the features. I don't know if they designed the game for this, but you can drive right up in there. I don't know that they appreciate that, but it works out pretty good. All right, sell some stuff. Now, we're not going to sell that because that's a collectible. But, oh, is that a collectible too? Now, there's a glitch. Sometimes it'll show it here as a collector and it not be out there. So we're going to go out here. We're going to right here and see, because I don't believe that's collectible. Oh, but it is. All right. Well, then the hell with this. Well, collectors. So the nice thing about collectors is you can get to them anytime. So that is one of those things. You can go to a collector at 2 a.m. It doesn't matter. He'll collect. All right. So we need to go from here. Where are we going? We're going, oh, okay. Over here. I didn't like that sign anyway. I got to go back across town to get those items picked up before 9. And I'm not really even sure where it's at. I know it's around this way. If I go this way, we'll get to it. Not if we hit the pole. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Hurry. There it is. I see it up there. Come on, let's go. I got shit to do today. Let's go. See it right there on the right? The shoe. Get inside. 2, 1. Bam, it's done. Woohoo! How much is that worth? $239. Hell yeah, that was worth the, what was that one, 30? The other one was 80. $239, so $209 profit. 209. All right, 856. Let's see if I can get here in time. Oh shit. He won't see it if it goes across the street. It's too late now. Oh, see, all right. That's what I was saying earlier. You've got to set the emergency brake. So now it's too late. He's closed the door. He closes the doors at 9. Now I'm screwed. I can't get in there. Son of a bitch. Damn it. All because it ran away from me. All right, well, we're going to go. We're going to go back to home. We'll stuff this stuff into our shed, and we'll go to sleep for the day. How much gas? We got plenty of gas, but we're going through here. Everything's closed now, so I can't go anywhere. None of the shops are open. I don't have enough money to buy a pawn. Oh, yeah, actually, I do have enough money to buy a pawn shop, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. I'd rather upgrade my tool and buy a pawn shop, because here's the thing. If you buy a pawn shop, you put the stuff in the pawn shop, but then you got to wait for it to get sold. You upgrade how fast it gets sold, but that takes a little bit of time. So in the meantime, yeah, we'll just wait. We're rolling. We're going to be there in a minute. All right, come on. Yeah, I know. It's fun. And we're going. We live all the way across town. See, that's what I was saying. Once you start auctions over there, you're not making it back here. Once you get over there, it takes forever to get back here. So just do your auctions over there. Be done with it. You guy tried to hit me. Did you see that? AI don't give a shit. They just go. They're just like ants. Just go on the map. They don't care. What is that? Hunter's Diner Restaurant. Okay. I thought it was either a diner or a restaurant. I guess it could be a diner restaurant, but I thought I'd always just either heard diner or restaurant. And we're back. All right, so what we're going to do now, if we leave it out here, that should be gone in the morning. So you got to go up here and say, this is a big deal. I was doing these one at a time. Just click store all items. Done. They're all in there, okay? And then it's safe. That's all you have to do. You don't have to put the truck away. You don't have to do anything else. Just, the truck has to be touching that square there. And just walk up to it and say store all, puts everything in there. If it's more than 10 items, you can put everything in there. And then when you're in here in the house, just hit F. And you can say take that item and mount it right there on the wall. See there? Isn't that nice? And then that way it clears an item out of your storage, which you can take from your truck and put in there if you're over full. So that's a little tip, little hack. And we're going to call it a day. But what is our profitability for the day? Looks like we're 26.46 up. And the items we put in our shed, we can take to the collector in the morning. All right. Well, that's the latest. The first, the last, the latest in our little series. But I think we're going to do this more often. If you like it, please make a comment. Let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Well, that's cool too. We're going to save this and exit. But thanks for watching. See you.